Okie dokie. So what I'm trying to do here is um, quickly convert a complex text into a quiz. So I'm going to choose to do an introduction to college, whatever. And what I do is I'm just going to download this PDF. You can see there it is, Introduction to College Composition. I'm going to go over to Boodlebox and I'm just going to use Claude 4.7 Opus, which is the most recent one available. And I'm going to upload this document. I'm also going to attach another file, and that file is going to come from the Quiz and Flashcard Studio. That file is what's called a sample JSON or sample CSV, and we will use that when we import content. So here's the import questions box. So to do that, I'm going to just save the sample JSON. It's going to save it as DrawSplat quiz flashcard v1.json. And let me just open that so it's easily accessible. Go back to here. Let's say click here to upload. And I'm just going to go back to wherever that is. Oh, I'm probably going to have to do the CSV version. Boodlebox doesn't support JSON. So let me save the CSV. This will be the sample question, import CSV. And try again. Here's the sample question, import. Hit open. Okay, so now I have those two documents in Boodlebox. I'm going to say, read the full PDF and then use the sample question, import the CSV to create a series of questions with the correct responses. So it's still processing the full information. So I'm going to let it work for a little bit before I hit go. Okay, so we can see that it's done processing. I'm going to go ahead and hit go. And Claude is going to start processing this information in Boodlebox. And you can see that Claude is working through it. It says it can identify key topics, and it's generating a CSV file with questions matching the template format. You can see it says it's finished creating that, and now I can go ahead and download it. It's given me a file, a CSV file. It says study skills, questions, import. Let's take a quick look at it just to see what it looks like. And we see we've got a question, an answer, the wrong one and the wrong two, and notes. So it did create those 20 questions. Now the test is, can we import it into the Quiz and Flashcard Studio? So I'm just going to see how I do that. Looks like I can come here to import questions. I'm going to browse and look for the study skills questions import. That's this one here. I click on open, and I now have a quiz. I can do that. So at this point I could transfer to flashcards. I could export it. Let's start the quiz just to see what's here. So we can see a signal phrase is used to transition into material from a source. We could say true, false. That's the type of item it is. And signal phrase, I'm just going to say true, submit. I got it right. Yay. Which reading approach takes? Okay, so I can do that all day. The next one is, what is the term many writing textbooks use to describe the process of introducing, citing, and explaining source material? And so again, I can go ahead and flip it, quotation sandwich. So next, signal phrase is used to transition into material from a source. That's true. What are the four main parts of integrating a source? I have no idea. So you get the idea. So there's also some reports. You can see how well you did, etc. That's pretty much it. So you now have a Quiz and Flashcard Studio.